and around the world to Midday News on Global Television. Coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja, I am Jumai Manson. Now, a quick reminder that Global Television's on DSTV channel 365 and free to air on Nicomsat. We begin on aviation matters. The Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, has revoked the licenses of two air operators, Omuni Blue Aviation and Iswin Aviation, for violation of Part 1215 of Nigeria Aviation Regulations. The offences pertain to the falsification, reproduction, or alteration of applications, licenses, certificates, logbooks, reports, or records. The authority, in a post on their X handle, stated that the sanctions for such fraud include the revocation of the certificate. Meanwhile, the president of the National Association of Nigeria Travel Agencies, NANTA, Yinka Folami, has expressed concern over the recent near-crash incident in the aviation industry. He urged stakeholders, particularly the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, and airline operators, to come together and address all safety concerns for the sake of the traveling public. Yinka, in a statement, noted that the safety of the operational ecosystem must be prioritized for the sake of traveling passengers. The police have said it will go ahead with the enforcement of the third-party insurance law starting February 1st. The spokesman of the police, ACP Muiwa Adejobi, who made the disclosure, hinted that in line with the directive of the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Adeolu Egbetokun, the Nigerian Police Force once again reiterates the enforcement of the mandatory third-party insurance, which will commence on February 1st, 2025. He said the initiative aims to reinforce road safety measures and ensure that all vehicle owners comply with the stipulated insurance requirements to protect themselves and others on the road. The Defense Headquarters has commenced the construction of the Invictus Center for the Armed Forces of Nigeria, a state-of-the-art rehabilitation facility designed to provide medical and psychological care for wounded, injured, and sick military personnel. Speaking at the groundbreaking ceremony in Abuja, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, described the project as a significant step in ensuring a well-being of military personnel who have sustained physical and psychological wounds in the line of duty. Senator Ned Nwoko, representing Delta North, has resigned from the People's Democratic Party, PDP, political group he has served since its foundation in 1999. The senator, in his resignation letter addressed to the party leadership in Ward 8, Anocha North, local government area of Delta State, expressed dissatisfaction with the current state of the party, citing deep diversions and irreconcilable fractions as the primary reason for his departure. Nwoko, who further lamented recent events that underscored the party's internal strife, however, thanked the PDP for the platform it provided him during the 2022-23 senatorial elections, which allowed him to engage with his constituents directly. Bayes University, one of Nigeria's leading higher institutions of learning, has held its 37th Board of Trustees meeting in Abuja. The institution's chancellor, Dr. Dati Baba Ahmed, says a major outcome of the meeting is the appointment of key officers who will oversee the affairs of the university going forward. Uyi Agbomofuegwe was there for Global Television and now reports.
The Chancellor announced that a new Vice-Chancellor has been appointed for the institution for an initial 5-year term.
It was unanimously adopted that Professor Jamila Shuara be appointed the Vice-Chancellor for Bayes University for a first 5-year tenure in accordance with the university law. And this will be with effect from Monday, 3rd February 2025.
Similarly, Dr. Dati Baba Ahmed stated that the university now has a new registrar in the person of Professor Abiodun Adeniyi.
I am also to announce the appointment of Professor Abiodun Adeniyi as the registrar of Bayes University for the first time, and again is in accordance with the university law. of Bayes University.
The appointed officers share their thoughts on the appointments and make a commitment to continually drive the culture of academic excellence at the university.
Bayes University is an institution that is a brand. It's synonymous with excellence. The job of the Vice Chancellor is to open up new vistas, academic excellence, studentship, capacity building, quality of staff, quality of infrastructure, and community engagement. This is what the job of a Vice Chancellor entails, and I hope and pray that I will do my best.
It's an honor, to be recognized, to be considered fit for that position, and of course, tremendous thanks to the owner of the University Council, for that confidence, and it's a responsibility that one hopes not to shack, by doing our very best, with the support of the Almighty God.
Dr. Mohammed Bello Waziri Dogo was also reappointed for a second term of 3 years as the Chief Medical Director of Bayes University Hospital. Uyi Agmofwegbe, reporting for Global Television News.
Available evidence has shown that, among other factors, the influx of drugs, especially tramadol and other pharmaceutical products, are playing a significant role in violent extremism across the Lake Chad region. At the third day of the Lake Chad Basin Governors Forum held in Maiduguri, experts expressed the belief that curbing drug abuse and trafficking requires active collaboration and commitment among the Lake Chad region member states. Global Television correspondent Idris Jibrin tells us more.
Political instability, corruption among law enforcement agencies, and weak governance are believed to be responsible for continued drug trafficking and dependency among youth within the region. Although laws and policies exist, these experts argued that they are not properly enforced due to corruption and limited resources at the disposal of security agencies.
Agencies themselves is a really serious problem, and they lack proper training on advanced detection and surveillance methods. So to try and bring out these challenges, they need serious capacity building, they need accountability mechanisms, and also international support to see that the law enforcement agencies become up and doing in control of drug trafficking and abuse.
These participants say cocaine and other pharmaceutical products are largely responsible for most violence taking place within the Lake Chad region, noting that traffickers are making billions of dollars in profit annually.
There are these interconnected criminal activities are striving in most cases in conflict areas for the illicit exploitation of natural resources. You will see that today gold mining and illicit gold mining has become a key problem identified through numbers of these resources. And whenever people bust those illicit settlements, one of the key crimes that is discovered is illicit drugs.
In curbing illicit drugs abuse and trafficking to prevent violent extremism in the Lake Chad region, there is, however, the need to follow the money by establishing strong anti-money laundering mechanism within the region.
We need to harmonize the anti-drug laws to facilitate and also the border control to be enhanced. Without doing this, we'll also have one problem or the other, making it possible for this dangerous act to continue in all the regions. You are free from this country, you run to the other country due to the porosity of our border and lack of border control and lack of harmonization of the anti-drug laws.
Other important areas to curb drug abuse and trafficking include trans-border collaboration, job creation and youth rehabilitation within the member state of the Lake Chad region. From Maiduguri, Idris Jibrin, reporting for Global Television News.
Imo State government has reinforced its commitment to improving healthcare delivery through technology. This was stated at a 3-day training program focused on digitizing data management in all 305 basic healthcare provision fund facilities, organized in partnership with the World Bank, has begun in Owerri, the state capital. Our correspondent was there and now reports.
State government, through the Ministry of Health, Primary Health, Social Services and Health Insurance, in partnership with the State Primary Health Care Development Agency, introduced the DHIS2 platform for efficient data management. Declaring the event open on behalf of the State Governor, Hope Uzodinma, the Commissioner for Health, Prosper Success Onyara, described the initiative as a pivotal step in modernizing the state healthcare system, stating that it will enable the ministry plan effectively and respond promptly to the health need of the people.
And you must make sure that whatever you learn here today, you start imputing. One, the health insurance people will no longer be doing the paperwork with you again in your facilities. Please make sure you learn what to do. All know that. Please do your very best. So on behalf of His Excellency, Distinguished Senator Hope Uzodinma, I declare this training open.
In her welcome address, Reverend Sister Dr. Maria Jonas Uzoma, Executive Secretary of the Imo State Primary Health Care Development Agency, emphasized the importance of digitalization in improving healthcare delivery across the state.
We want to change the face of the primary health centers in Imo State. You know that His Excellency is planning, in fact, he has approved the renovation, revitalization of 150 health centers in Imo State. Very soon, they will wear new look.
Imo State Insurance Agency and Dr. Adeniyi Adeniro, representing the coordinator of World Health Organization in Imo State, with both commending the government for prioritizing healthcare initiatives.
On behalf of the staff and management of the Imo State Health Insurance Agency, I want to thank you, most importantly, for the wonderful work you are doing in these communities. And to also let you know that data is life. You cannot speak to what you are doing in the communities without data. This is our state. I will must make sure in one way or the other we project the state in the good light by giving our services as we have been trained for the best of the good people of this state. Thank you and God bless.
Of WHO, I first want to thank the leadership of the Ministry of Health, Honorable Commissioner Dr. Prosper Success. I want to thank the executive secretaries. I want to thank the leadership at the local government level and the data managers, that is the MI officers, for bringing this together. I want to assure you that we'll continue to partner with you, we'll continue to be associated with you, and we'll continue to be proud of you in Imo State.
With this forward-thinking initiative, Imo State government continues to lead in adopting technology for health improvement. From Owerri, Amarachi Ibe, reporting for Global TV News.
Imo State Executive Council has reaffirmed its support for Governor Hope Uzodinma by passing a vote of confidence on his leadership at its first meeting in his second tenure. The council commended the governor's developmental strides, pledging continued support for policies aimed at transforming the state. Our correspondent Amarachi Ibe reports.
The highlights was the announcement of a strategic partnership between the United Nations and the state government to engage 1,000 graduates of the Skill Up Imo program. Under this initiative, beneficiaries will be deployed to various ministries, departments and agencies across the state, earning a monthly stipend of 100,000 for 12 months. Addressing journalists after the meeting, the Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Declan Emelumba, described the partnership as a major endorsement of the state's digital transformation agenda and a buzz for youth empowerment.
The engagement will see to these 1,000 graduates of the program receiving 100,000 naira every month for 12 months. That's the initial agreement. They will engage them for 12 months.
In another significant development, the Executive Council approved a $21 million contract for the upgrading of the electricity transmission and distribution network in the state. The project aims to provide steady power supply across all 27 local government areas, a move expected to spur industrial growth and economic development.
The engagement proved the award of contract to develop and upgrade the electricity transmission and distribution network in the state to Matco Projects Company at a cost of $21 million. That is for, I'm sure that before the second or third quarter of this year ends, all the 27 local governments in the state will be connected to 24/7 electricity.
Other key decisions reached at the meeting include re-elimination of industrial and mining sites across the state, signing MOU with University of California and Silicon Valley, formally approve of the Orashi Special Energy Free Zone in collaboration with development partners, a collaboration with Eastern West Management Company to enhance waste management service in the state. From Owerri, Amarachi Ibe, reporting for Global TV News.
You're watching the live broadcast of Midday News on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja, where Midday News returns. Jet carrying 6 crashes in United States suburb. We shall bring you those details as well as that of business and sports stories right after the break. Please stay with us. You're welcome back, and if you're just tuning in, this is Midday News on Global Television. Thank you for staying with us. In our business news now, the National Insurance Commission, NADCOM, has issued fresh regulations on annuity business with effect from February 1st, 2025. Now, in a bid to sanitize that segment of the market, annuity is a contract between you and an insurance company that requires the insurer to make payments to you, either immediately or in the future. You get a fixed amount of money for the rest of your life in return for a lump sum payment or a series of installments. In a statement, NADCOM released a circular outlining additional regulatory requirements for life insurance companies carrying an annuity business in Nigeria. Former Senior Special Assistant to Bayelsa State Governor on Tourism, Dr. Priye Kamaromo, has urged the Director General of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, NIMASA, Dr. Dayo Umberola, to speed up the development of the proposed Maritime Skills Acquisition Center in Bayelsa State. Kamaromo, in a statement, said the facility has the potential to significantly boost blue tourism in the Braze region. According to him, the center will not only contribute to the growth of blue tourism, but also promote sustainable tourism practices and create job opportunities while fostering community engagement and participation. The Central Bank of Nigeria has reaffirmed its commitment to empowering young Nigerians through youth-friendly credit policies and capacity-building programs to foster economic growth and innovation. Speaking at the Youth Action event in Abuja, the CBN Governor Olayemi Cardoso, represented by the Deputy Governor, Economic Policy, Mohammed Abdullahi, stated that the Apex Bank remained dedicated to providing young people with necessary financial tools to succeed. He emphasized that the policies will support young entrepreneurship and innovations, particularly in emerging sectors such as the green economy and digital transformation. On the foreign scene now, a small jet with 6 people on board has crashed into a busy Philadelphia suburb on Friday night. Officials said sparkling blaze on the ground left burnt-out buildings and vehicles in their wake. The Federal Aviation Administration confirmed the crash, saying there were 6 people on the Learjet aircraft, that there has been no confirmation of whether there were any survivors. The aircraft was reportedly bound by Springfield Branson National Airport in Missouri and had taken off from Northeast Philadelphia Airport. Official data has shown that Sri Lanka's consumer prices fell by 4.0% in January, the highest deflation rate since July 1960. This comes as the South Asian nation emerges from its worst economic meltdown, with inflation hitting a record of 69.8% in September 2022. At the height of the country's economic crisis, officials said sharp reductions in electricity and fuel costs contributed to the sharp fall in prices in January. But the central bank forecasts annual inflation in 2025 to be around 5.0%. In sports now, Aston Villa striker Jean Zoran has joined Saudi Pro League side Al Nassr in deal worth a reported 64 million euros, $79 million. Duran was unable to break into Villa's team on a regular basis despite a series of impressive substitute appearances. The 21-year-old Colombian scored Villa's winner in their memorable Champions League victory against Bayern Munich earlier this season. Ruben Amorim has said that Manchester United winger Alejandro Jargono has won him over by changing everything since the Argentina was dropped for the derby win against Manchester City. Amorim surprisingly asked Garnacho and Marcus Rashford from the United squad from the 2-1 victory of the Istadad Stadium in December. Rashford remains in exile and has hinted he wants to leave Old Trafford, with Amorim urging the England forward to improve his standards if he wants to play for the club again. Arne Slot has urged Mohamed Salah to sign a new contract with Liverpool, advising the Egypt star against a lucrative move to Saudi Arabia. Salah has been in sensational form this season but is out of contract in June, with speculations persisting that the Saudi Pro League could not be a possible destination for the Egyptian superstar. Now that's it on Global Television Midday News. A quick reminder that Global TV is on DSTV channel 365, on Star Times channel 276, and free to air on Nicomsat. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen by using @Global TV NG. I am Jumai Manson. Thank you for watching. Good afternoon.